Okay, yeah. Okay, Francis is gone. Francis. Yeah, some people only publish on Kindle because Amazon is such a huge platform. Yeah. But I find I do as better with Smashwords because of iBooks and Apple, which is a huge area as well. Now, useful tools. There you go. There are obviously thousands of ways to market your book, and we probably won't get to cover enough here tonight. But just the general do's and don'ts that I've learnt, and these are things like don't do what I did. So don't offer your book or a free chapter when you meet someone for the first time, either through direct message on Twitter or Facebook, for example. And this is what we came back to, last week when we talked about don't ask people to marry you on the first day. I have quite a large following on Twitter, and some people will tag me and say, here's a copy of my free book, thank you for following me, and which means that all my readers get to see that as well. I think that's a little bit cheeky. It's like it's like as if I had a bookstore that was mainly for my books and somebody's standing out the front trying to sell their book. And look, I'm sure they have the best intentions, but I don't know them. I don't really have time, like Dan. I don't really have time to read hundreds and hundreds of books. I have enough books I need to read at the moment. So yeah, don't do that. Build up a relationship with them, And again, don't ask someone you've just met to follow you, subscribe, or join your tribe on Facebook. Oh, I hate it. Sign up to your newsletters. Why? Why would they? They don't know you from a bar of soap. And you obviously, you might be, you're all very nice people and we've all got the best intentions, but it's much in my face. I need to know, who are you? Why should I? Then they say, oh, if you like my Facebook page, I'll like yours. Well, that's great, but you're not going to interact with my Facebook. You're not going to share my posts. You're just going to go on to the next person to try and build up your followers and numbers. And they're just empty. It's like buying Twitter. Followers, it's just empty people. But you should create your author profile on Amazon and Smashwords. Smashwords have a great author interview, which is really worth going through, where they ask you these questions and people can go through and read your responses. Do create a Facebook page. Again, we go back to that creating a persona. It's moving it away from your personal profile. Use the call to action buttons on your Facebook page to draw attention to your book and just your website. And again, create a compelling but simple website to promote your book. With over 50% of people now visiting websites using mobile phones, the more images, the more flashy things you have, the harder it is for them to get to the guts of what we're talking about. So I always encourage to keep a very, very simple website. And of course, the blogs. Now, again, we need another webinar to cover how to blog your book. Because there's lots of things you can do. Lots of ways, I've talked about guest posting before and how important it is to share other people's books on your website. One of the things, children's authors need to really come to terms with is that a good reader can get through a book in a day or a few days. It can take 6 to 9 months to write a children's book and illustrate it and edit it. So they need to read a lot of books. So you need to have a very open door sharing philosophy. But I believe that your website should be your core, and from that you should be marketing your book as best you can. Yeah. So this is what we've covered: finding the right topic, finding the right market. Briefly talked about the sorts of issues and how you can overcome them, and publishing platforms for e-books and print books. Below are that's my Twitter handle and the 3 ways you can find me on Twitter. So, any questions at all?
Not that I can think of yet.
I'll have to watch it again. I was trying to get my new camera to work with the broadcast, so I didn't catch all of it because I was really focused on trying to get this to work. But it's being recorded, so I can watch it again.
Cool.
Yeah, because I'm really trying to step up our production value. So I got myself a new camera from a friend of mine that is way better for than our crappy webcams. And so I was trying to get this to work and to capture the broadcast, but I'm having difficulties for some. So I was focused on this, and yeah. So I'll watch it when it's all done. I'll have to watch it again.
Oh, that's cool. I covered a lot, and sometimes that can be a good thing because you get an overview, but other times it can leave a lot of questions unanswered. But I'm happy to connect, particularly on Twitter. I find sometimes getting messages on Facebook can be a little bit haphazard. But if anyone's got any questions or any ideas to run by, they're more than welcome to let me know. I'm happy to do that too. Very good.
Anybody?
No, I don't have any questions. This is pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Cool.
Finding the right. I think Kareem and I have a good topic. I mean, we're talking about a lot of different things in our book, and I believe the right market for us are going to be people who really, really, really want to connect with people like us that are kind of like anti-gurus, and we're not promising, we're not telling them about how much money we're making, and there's a really, Kareem and I, what we're doing is very separate from what's out there. And we're covering that in our book as well. So I think that's going to attract the right market as well. Common issues when writing. Sometimes for me, what I find is if I don't get writer's block because I write when inspiration hits me and that's it. I don't try and force myself to write. So if something comes to me that I think will fit in the book, I'll read what I've already got written. And then as I'm reading, I'm processing all that and I can add more to what I've already written. So I think that's a good idea for people. When you start writing, just remember, just get it out. Get out whatever you have at first, and then you can just edit the crap out of it and fix up whatever you want to change and everything. But the point is, just start writing. That's what works for me anyway.
Great advice, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I found your information very informative and helpful, and gave me a few things. I think I can even adapt with doing some of my blog posts and stuff. And there have been times where I've had blocks with even doing blog posts and like, what do I write about? But I've learned, I've got some sources that I can go to now, to where I can get ideas now and things like that. It's like, oh, okay, let me, instead of trying to create something myself, I can go to a couple places that I have that I use personally. Like, oh, okay, let me look through these, and oh, okay, there's just a thing, do that, and it frees me up. Just let my brain just wander as I'm focused on that. And a lot of times when I do my blog posts, I use music, and I have it blasted in my ear, and for some odd reason, that just helps me kind of, just get in my mode and zone. And that's when a lot of things really hit me usually.
Great, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do what works for you. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, for sure. All right, well, I'll unshare this and pass it over to you guys.
That was really good. Thank you for coming, Susan. And if you wanted to do anything else, that you could provide, any other training, just let us know, and you can come back and do whatever you want.
Thank you. My pleasure. I'd like to see how you guys go. I'd like to give you a hand if I can.
For sure. Thank you.
Great. Be really good. Very good. Thank you for having me.
Well, yeah, and that's, this is what it's all about, So, no, I apologize that I wasn't totally here, but I just got this new toy, and I really want to figure out how to get it to work as a webcam, and stuff like that. So it's a really nice camera. My buddy's selling it to me for $200. It's a Canon T3, Rebel T3, which is a really nice camera. So
good on you. Well, that's exciting. It's all about that process.
When you plug it into a computer, it doesn't pick it up as a capture device automatically. It picks it up as a device to transfer files from. But there's utilities I installed where you can go and you can select live shoot mode. But that doesn't mean that Skype or Zoom will pick it up as a webcam. So I'm getting some software right now, but I'm gonna test it to see if I can do that so that I'm ready with it for next week.
And it was great to see you all again. And yeah, we'll be in touch for sure.
Of course. Come back next week. If you want. Well, yeah, come back whenever. We do this Tuesday, Saturday, and Saturday. So.
It's been very impressive. I'm really impressed with what you've done.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
Okay,
take care and bye
Susan.
for now. Bye. Bye.
Dan Sisek here, and I'm just doing a quick video testimonial for a couple of good friends of mine over at the Entrepreneur Power Hour for Kareem Mays and Chris Peters. I want to thank them and give them a shout out because of the fact that they came to another mastermind group that I was a part of and found me, and liked a lot of what I said there and was part of in that group, and they invited me to come visit their mastermind group and with the Entrepreneur Power Hour. Sorry. And since then, I've also become a panelist and taken part in several things that they've been involved with, and gotten to know them very well, and am working with them, and they are working with me to help me get more exposure for me in my business. But I wanted to really just say thank you to them for what they're doing for me, because they're going to help me with getting banners and stuff out on some sites and on their site, and helping me with that. And they're also going to be helping me with blogging by allowing me to be their content provider in blogging and stuff for them, so that way they can expose me out more to some of the people they have reach to that I may not necessarily have outside of my circles, and to expand me and get me out there a little bit more. I do a blog on Simply Simple Life, and it's about the dreams and things I'm going after, what I have to offer and share for other people. My blog site is under reconstruction a little bit, so with that, but once again, I just wanted to say thanks to Kareem and Mays. They've helped me learn a lot, and I've seen them grow a lot and see them start to achieve success with what they're doing, and I'm glad to be a part of it and looking for many more. So thanks, Kareem, thanks, Chris, and I'll talk to you guys later.